Welcome to another video, the same every time. GCSE Maths, looking at those kinds of questions that, apart from the numbers, are the same every time. We're still looking at inverse proportion, and if you've watched the previous videos, you might want to pause here, try the question yourself, and then come back. In the meantime, I'm going to answer the question. 3 lines in the question, which means in this case we have 3 very distinct things that we need to do to answer the question. Then at the end we'll get ourselves 3 marks. We must follow these questions through in exactly the same order every time. So we can see in the first line we've got the phrase inversely proportional, so that tells us we're dealing with inverse proportion. And the 2 quantities that we have in the first line, m and then the square of t plus 2. I said it in an earlier video, people sometimes go wrong with square and square root, cube and cube root. Well, square means power 2. If they said square root, well, that would be the square root, wouldn't it? So power 2 is the square. The other place where people go wrong is just apparently not reading that part of the question at all and just using t plus 2. But do read that first line carefully. So we've got our 2 quantities here, which in inverse proportion questions, we have to multiply together. So m multiplied by the square of t plus 2 has to equal some constant, some number, which we call k. So that's the first line dealt with. Now we put these numbers in, the numbers that you see in the second line there. So m equals 0.64, and they tell us that t equals 3. So everywhere I see t, I'm going to write 3 instead. That squared is equal to k. Right, probably a calculator job for this one. So 0.64 times by 3 plus 2 in brackets squared gives me, well, it turns out to be a nice number, 16. So 16 equals k. Then in the next part of the question, the last part of the question, I must write my formula again. So mt plus 2 squared is equal to, now I know the value of k, that is 16. So k is 16. And I'm on the last line, that one there. Find m when t equals 8. So m is just m. Everywhere I see t, I'm going to put 8 instead. Right then, so 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 squared, 10 times 10 is 100. So 100 times m is 16. So m is 16 divided by 100. And in this case, that does make a nice decimal that stops. So I'm going to write down my decimal answer for this one, 0.16. There we are. Take the 3 marks. Learn how to do these questions. They are the same every time. 3 lines in the question, 3 distinct things we have to do. Just be extremely careful with the words in these inverse proportion questions. And if the video was useful to you, please do press the like button, also press the subscribe button. I do hope the video was useful, and thank you for watching. I will return with the next video.